Hi guys, this wasn't the video I intended on making tonight, but it's what you're going to see. This video tonight is dedicated to an amazing teacher, an amazing friend. This video is dedicated to my hero, Miss Shapiro, whom I lost this morning, and really the world lost this morning. As many of you know, growing up, I was not diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder or Asperger's. I went through school without knowing why I was different or why I didn't get along with people. But Miss Shapiro did a great lot to change that for me. When you were a student of hers, you weren't just her student for that year. You were her student for life. But it all started my 5th grade year. I had wanted her as a teacher since the day I met her in kindergarten. And the day I found out that she was going to be my teacher, I was thrilled. I was beyond thrilled. And probably the first or second week of school, I don't remember, I realized today probably why she did this, but she had allowed me to kind of be her morning assistant. I was a part of a before-school program, and it was 2 hours in the morning. And I would sit there with a book by myself. And that was pretty much how I spent my mornings. And one day, she asked me if I would help her put her lunch in the teacher's room, in the refrigerator. A little teeny thing. But it became a daily routine. And a big part of that daily routine was that after I helped her put her lunch in the refrigerator, I would go back to her classroom and work with whoever was doing the morning announcements that morning to work with them, make them comfortable, and show them how it was done. Everyone in our class, everyone in the 5th grade class, had a chance to do the morning announcements in pairs for, I think it was a whole week. And you didn't have to take it, but you got the opportunity, you got the choice. And in doing what she did for me, she made me talk to everybody in my class. Everybody. I talked to kids that had just moved there. I talked to kids that I had known since kindergarten. I had a responsibility, and I felt like I was just the bee's knees. I really did. I thought that, she had given me such responsibility and such power. I mean, I was the only kid allowed in the teacher's room every day to go put her lunch in the refrigerator. And she really broadened my horizons. I was looking at a picture today from a class photograph that she had taken. And I was kind of in the background, looking awkward as ever, my head tilted. And my best friend was sitting in the front, smiling, surrounded by people that she remained friends with. She and I really hadn't spoken much before 5th grade. And under Miss Shapiro's warm guidance, we became sisters. And that was really cool. Because I've just always said we've known each other forever. And seeing that photograph made me remember that we really haven't been best friends forever. that friendship grew and cultivated in the 5th grade. And that for me was so big. It really was. I could go on and on and on, but leaving the 5th grade, when grades came out in middle school for the first time, and I had made the honor roll, a letter showed up at my house. And I opened up the envelope, and there was a Snoopy card. And it said, "A kiss for a star student." And she had clipped the newspaper clipping from the newspaper, highlighted my name, and put it in there. And she did that for every one of her students. And I figured, oh, that's cool. She did that for the first semester. She did that every year. Every time any of us were in the newspaper, until we graduated college. And I ran into her right before I moved down to Texas in Walmart. And she said something about, she didn't know how many kids actually looked at those and held on to them. And I said, held on to them? It's in my purse. And I opened up my purse and I pulled out the most recent letter from her. And she started grinning. And I knew that it meant as much to her as it did to me. She was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing woman. Touched the heart of every person she ever taught. And for me specifically, she went the extra mile to make sure that I was developing as a young woman. And I will never be able to thank her enough, especially now. And I'm going to close this video out before I get too emotional, but I want to thank her family for giving her to us, because we needed her. So thank you, and I love you, Miss Shapiro. Good night.